start with a bit of a theme around energy and immune system, because that's really, it's not the focus, but it's the best side effect of having a healthy functioning body. Does that make sense? You know, when you've got 100% energy and energy to burn, like one of the first definitions was today of what health is, think about your relationships then. When, you know, your patience goes up, okay? Your energy, like you're there with the person, 100% present. Think about who you are as a coach, as a dad or as a wife or whatever it might be. Energy is really where it's at. So I want to go through just, you know, I don't know how many tips it is, might be 10 top tips on how to get superhuman energy. So we'll fly through that and then we'll jump in heavy onto detox. So the average person, no one in here does this, do they? Hits the snooze button 3 times each morning before getting up, okay? 6 cups of caffeine-based beverages daily.
I'm just going to stop right there as well. Who's a little addicted to coffee? Anyone? Okay. So what most people don't understand, you need 8 to 10 glasses of water to cancel out the effects of 1 cup of coffee. 1. So if you're kicking your morning off with 1 and then you have a few more and then we have a Coke or something, and you know our body is incredibly dehydrated from 10 a.m. onwards, and you know that is just an energy zapper in a huge way. So if coffee is one of your little vices, we'll certainly give you some tools to help maybe change that.
The average person doesn't do any kind of burst exercise. We'll go into that a little bit today. It won't be a main topic. But burst exercise, as the name suggests, high intensity for short periods, like 100% energy burst for 30 seconds, done periodically. What it does hormonally to you is profound. Most people, they'll do their cardio, they'll do their walk, they'll do some weight training, but it's not done in a way that actually has that hormonal impact on their body. So we'll get into that a little bit. Does not receive regular chiropractic adjustments. Hopefully you guys won't be in that category soon. Constantly fatigued and gets into vicious cycle of decreased energy. And then that's what happens, isn't it? We get flat, and then we think, how can I get energy right now? And then we grab a Coke or a Red Bull or a V or whatever your drug of choice is, get the hit, and what is it? It's just that, it's a hit, and then you're back down, and we're going to grab another one.
I'm just going to stop there, Anthony. Who has played like a sport, even when you're younger, and you know, before you go out on the field, you'd be given a red frog or something like that to give you energy, yeah? Sugar is one of the biggest energy robbers as well. I just wanted to do a little example of that. I did a talk at, I was speaking to one of the surf saving clubs with all their top level athletes. And, you know, I'm sitting there talking to them about health and vitality, and they're eating hot chips, pizza, Coke, you know, just shoveling it in. And it's just crazy. But they all said, you know, before we go out and we do a race, we have a red frog or we have a Coke or we do something for our energy. And so this is a really interesting, just something to show you what it actually does to your body. Because for most of you, is that kind of what you would think you would do to get energy? It kind of, that's just what we've been taught to lead to believe. So who's someone strong and athletic who wants to come up? Because I just noticed we were this morning having some Ironman food, some Nutri-Grain for breakfast and things like that. If we're starting our day with a big packet of sugar, how do you think we might feel half an hour later, an hour later? We're looking for the next little munchie or something. So, yeah. No, don't be scared. So this is really interesting.
Lock the doors.
So what I'm going to do is, are you left or right-handed? Left, okay. So I'm going to use your right hand. And what I'm going to get you to do is just put your arm straight out. And what I'm going to do is actually muscle test you. So I want you to resist against my hand, all right? I might just come up this way a bit more. So just resist. Resist. Yep, great. So I'm just getting a feel for how much resistance he's got there. What I'm going to do, and I apologise for this, but I'm going to get you to pop this sugar, what we put in our coffee, under your tongue. I don't recommend this at home. This is purely for example. All right, so just going to let you... And then, you know, if we were to have a Coke, there's like 7, 8 tablespoons of that in there, but, you know, it all dissolves. So just let that get into the system. Now, sugar has the ability to get straight into our bloodstream. So I'm just going to get you to put your arm out again for me. I'm just going to muscle test you again. So just resist for me. Resist. Resist. Once more, resist. Can you feel that? There's a difference in your strength. So what you were doing just before, resisting, and when the sugar actually hits into the bloodstream, you don't have that strength immediately in your body.
I'm wondering if you're psyching me out.
No, I'm going to psych you out. You can feel the difference, right?
I feel like it's almost like it gets there that my arm.
And you just lose strength, right? Okay.
Not putting any more pressure on
I'm not putting any more pressure. 2 fingers. 2 fingers. So please have a drink of water. You know, that is literally what happens when we put sugar into our body decreases in energy.
Average person dies between the age of 75 and 78, and as I said, they already were dying for the last 20 of that. Heart attack kills 1 in 2, cancer 1 in 3, medical is the 3rd leading killer. But you are not average. So we've already been through this reactive versus proactive.